Nation, we got another goodie for you.
Sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Y'all already know the drill. Wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to both channels, what are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that subscribe button on both channels, even though Wasted Talent is late to his own show. And when you hear the typing in the background, you know what time it is. You know who we got in here. One of the GOATs, our little brother, Raiders.Scout. Salute, little bro. How you doing, man?
Good. What's up?
Man, it's busy right now, bro. You know what I mean? We've been excited to have you on. For real quick, man, for everybody in the chat, I'm using my phone tonight. I don't have my mic connected. My computer crashed, so it's all bad. I got to go get it fixed tomorrow. So bear with me, you guys. I do not have the professional mic out and everything, but we're still going to make this happen tonight, man. A lot going on right now. Scout, I'm here. I'm seeing you dropping stuff left and right on IG, back and forth on Twitter. We're finally getting some action here, man. What's going on? How you feeling right now about OTAs and mini camp right now and just everything? I know you're excited, man. The shit's starting to pump out again, right?
That was a really bad time to drink water, but yeah, you know, it doesn't really mean much. I mean, it's cool, like content. You know, football's back.
Yeah.
I don't know if you froze for a second, but it doesn't really mean much because you know pads aren't on. You got guys hitting. You know, sleds, bags. Like it doesn't really mean much until the pads gets on. But it's cool to see, like at least you know when they're running 7-on-7s, like some of that stuff can translate.
Nah, facts. But shout out to everybody dropping these supers right now too. It's hilarious. I got to use my phone, you guys, so it's difficult to bring these out. But real quick, shout out to John, man. Shout out to Coach. He says, "Salute to my boys. Good to see you, Scout. They moved you into the attic, brother. Excited to see a third straight fire show, man."
No,
So
I'm back home. This is my actual room. It's not like, but
hey, there he goes, man. Motherfucker late to his own show. There he is.
I heard that shit, motherfucker. Listen, I thought we were starting at 10. You know, I mean, my bad.
Hey, he said we are on Wasted's channel, and he ain't even here. You know what I mean? But
well, I'm definitely here. What's up, y'all?
Shout out to Big Bro in the building. Look, both of you guys pretty much just got off of work, man. So salute to y'all for thugging it out with me tonight, man. Like always. Scout, let's get straight to the shit, man. What are you hearing right now in terms of who has the most excitement around them right now from what you're hearing at OTAs and minicamp? Like you said, though, this is very early in the process. We're not don't get too excited, you know what I mean? But what are you hearing right now? Give us some stuff that you hearing right now.
I say Diablo probably gotta. Trying to think how to word this. Diablo's definitely like up there. Kind of people getting hype from everyone. Merrick apparently looks good. Byron Young looks good. I'm trying to remember who I wrote down.
I would put it up on screen, but like I said, my laptop crashed, so I can't bring it up. But
Tim Moody has looked really good too.
So do you think he ends up taking that right guard spot?
I hope so. I know one of the players said he's like the strongest human he's ever played against or played with.
Wow.
That's huge, bro. Let me ask you a quick question, bro. Have you heard anything about Thayer Mumford? You know,
I was
Thayer
just about
Mumford's
to
a
ask
guy
that.
that I was really, really high on, man. I haven't heard anything about him.
I know he's. I don't know if he practiced today. I know there was one. Oh, that was Huron. I think he's probably. I'm trying to look at the depth chart. Probably competing for like that third tackle role they run, like the run blocking type stuff.
Yeah,
Because it was
yeah.
on, but he's come back from the ACL. I don't know how good Brandon Parker is in that role. So
He really hasn't. He hasn't been a guy that we can really like depend on. You know, I remember back in the day,
I
and
think you end up trading one of Huron Parker. If I'm honest.
yeah, I could see that. But see, you know, the thing with Brandon Parker is, you know, everybody talks about how he is better at left tackle, and man, he was equally as shitty at both, man. Um, like I really, you know, and no disrespect to Brandon Parker, but you know, I really, I know the size, the measurables, and the frame. They must feel like it's something that they can work with, but I couldn't understand them bringing him back. Was it a cost measure? Like what, you know what I mean? Because I haven't seen anything since he's been a Raider to say, yo, this is a guy we want here.
My only guess is I'm assuming it was measurables because he is what like 6'9", 330 or something like that.
Yeah.
And they brought him back the first time. Then he gets hurt. And I feel like last year, you know, this year, you bring him back to still see if you can get something out of him, or the fact that Huron's coming off a torn ACL, which is tough. And then after that, you don't really want to be stuck with, you know, just Thayer Mumford or like Dalton Wagner or someone. So you kind of got to, I feel like he's just like an insurance option there, you know, because I don't think he got.
So they need a guy who's actually seen live bullets.
Exactly, yeah. Because you don't want to have to. So yeah, he only got. Damn, never mind. Actually, they
What
gave
happened?
him. They gave him $2.6 million guaranteed of his $3.5 million deal. So
Well, that's definitely a cap hit. So he's going to make the roster. That there's no two ways around
I
that.
mean,
They must.
his cap hit's only $1.2 million. They'd save like $800K. So it's not like a huge.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Okay.
They don't make. They haven't made it their business to bring guys
Okay,
in.
I just read it. Oh, that was his contract last year.
Okay.
Last year he made the $2.6 million. This year was 1 year, $1.2 million with $475K guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so-
that's a nothing burger right there.
Yeah.
So what are you hearing about the Rooks right now, man? I'm hearing good things about Chris Smith right now. I think Vinny B put it out there yesterday that Jacorian Bennett is balling. He's been out there playing with the starters as well. You know, Mayer hasn't dropped the pass yet. It sounds as though all the Rooks early on are looking really good right now. How are you feeling about the draft class situation right now? You know what I mean? Like Byron Young, crazy. Like
Byron
you said,
Young's going to look great. Yeah.
yeah.
Like I think he ends up starting. I'm trying to go like in order of the class. Tyree Wilson's hurt.
Yeah.
Nothing he can do. He'll be good by training camp. Mayer hasn't been out there a ton. He missed 2 of the 3 days, I think. And I think that's also just kind of the whole contract thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Byron Young's looked good. I bet he might start at D tackle this year.
I'm hearing Trey Tucker took one to the crib today as well.
I mean, he was probably playing versus like who we got down here at corner, like Ike Brown and Bryce Scott. No offense to those guys, but I don't really move the needle much. I want to see what Tucker does. I'm interested to see because they got fucking 1, 2, 3, 4. They got like 6 slot receivers.
Yeah, that's a slew of.
You got Renfro, Myers, Dorsett, Carter, Tucker, Turner.
There's a slew of them.
No,
Yeah.
Cam Sims look good. I know he's not a rookie, but apparently he's looked great, which I hope he does if he's fucking 6'6", basically.
Yeah, so
Are you-
there's a role for him on a roster. Then you need that.
Has
big
to. Yeah, I mean, the next tallest guy you got is what? I don't know. Devontae Adams is what, 6'1"? Yeah. So it's Myers is 6'2", but he's a slot guy. So.
Hey, what do you think about shout out to Hawk, man? AO4, man? I'm hearing he's doing solid. Are you buying into the whole Aiden stuff early?
Yeah, wait, Keelan Cole 6'3"? What the? All right.
Wait,
Key
Keelan
Lime Cole. Yes, sir.
6'3".
Key Lime himself.
Cliff
I,
Lacey 6'4". What the shit? All right.
oh, we got a million receivers right now, bro.
Yeah, we got 9. We got 11 receivers. Jesus.
What
8 of
we're,
them below 5 feet. I mean 6 feet.
we're gonna go from topic to topic tonight, you guys. So just bear with this. I want to ask you this: the Josh Jacobs stuff. You just put something out on IG.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I seen that Hondo talked about it, right? That he said basically they both want to get something done soon. They're both not panicking. Where's your thought process lie with that, man? Right now,
It's tough because, like, just today, for example, Dalvin Cook just got cut.
Yeah.
You saw that coming.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that coming. But it's crazy because Dalvin Cook's been top 10 running back in the NFL every year.
Yeah.
Consistently top 10, too. Like, since he came into the NFL. Granted, he's 28. He's been dealt with injuries. But it's tough to, like...
Right, 1,000+ yards. 4 or 5 seasons straight, over 1,000 yards rushing.
Yeah, see, WoodsonWhiskey.com, Aaron Diaz, WoodsonWhiskey.com. Get your Woodson whiskey, my brother. But,
yeah, and damn.
But see, this is the thing about Dalvin Cook, right? Dalvin Cook fumbles at the most inopportune times, and then when he does fumble, he rolls on the ground and acts like he's hurt. So
I mean, yeah, he's got 4 straight years of 1,000 yards.
There you go.
And he's played in 14, 14, 13 games for 3 of those years.
Yeah, but look at his fumbles.
5, 4, 5, 3, 4. Yeah, he does fumble a lot.
Yeah, so I think that has a lot to do with it. And also the atrocious contract of one Kurt low stakes Cousins. I'm not even going to say he's high stakes, but listen, we don't want to get into this.
Dalvin's gonna be a Miami Dolphin here shortly, you guys. He just posted a picture IG.
Yeah, in Miami Stadium. I got a good friend that's a huge Miami Dolphins fan. He's already ribbing me about it right now. But the thing about it is this: Josh Jacobs and Dalvin Cook are not in the same stratosphere as far as how they're viewed permanently in the National Football League. Saquon Barkley is the metric that we need to look at when you talk about what's going to happen with Josh Jacobs.
You got to get a deal done before Saquon, because Saquon just denied, like, I think it was, 13 million, 14 million? So you got to get a deal done before that. I think the holdup's guaranteed. Obviously, the Raiders don't want to give a running back a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And obviously, as a running back, you want to get a shit ton of guaranteed money. Mm-hmm. So I think you got to find a middle ground there. I don't think Jacobs plays on his franchise tag. No. Maybe he would.
I could see it. But
I think if it comes down to it, he would. Yeah, he'd take the 10 million because as a running back, that's 10 million you might never get again.
Look at Miles Sanders' contract. Look at these other guys that took these deals. Like the franchise tag is that at this point, yeah, the guaranteed money is kind of spooky, right? But bro, these guys got paid $6 million a season. Like, take the 10. Shout out to everybody here in the chat, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. This is so weird, me trying to use my phone and do this shit. It's like the weirdest shit in the world.
Yeah. Hey, bro, if we would have did this a little faster, I should be controlling the chat today, bro. Even though I hate doing that shit. At my computer, I hate controlling the chat. Everybody always asks, why you let Graphk control? So I'm not letting nothing. I hate controlling the chat. I just like to talk. If I could pay somebody to do it for me on my own show when I'm by myself, I would. I really would.
Miles Sanders got 6.3. David Montgomery got 6 million. And shit, even Jamal Williams got I want to say 6 million.
So this is what you got to look at, right? Most agents are going to try to reset the market, recalibrate the market, right? So Derrick Henry's signed a 4-year deal, $50 million contract, includes $12 million signing bonus, $25 million guaranteed, an average annual salary of $12.5 million in 2023, $10 million, while carrying a cap hit of $16 million of dead cap value, right?
It's too much.
It's too much, right? So if they're looking for that deal, then we can't sign Josh Jacobs. Let's just be for real here. We can't, right?
I think you got to go for, I'd say, honestly, give him a 2-year extension, not including this year. So this year is built in, right? Like he gets a 1 year, $10 million deal here, and then give him a 2 year extension after, like $12 million a year. So it's about 24 million.
Yeah.
9 of it guaranteed. I mean, at
I,
that point, at that point, it's really a 3 year. What's 24 plus a $34 million deal with 19 million guaranteed? Like that's solid.
That's the exact deal that I said a few weeks ago, Graph.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
third year, you have the trap door in the third year. This year, he's going to probably play well if he's healthy. That's just pretty much what he is. That's the back of his baseball card. I expect for him to play. I don't expect the year we had last year. I expect for him to play to the back of his baseball card, and that's over 1,000-yard guy, right?
I think this year, next year, I think 2022 was the start of his prime. I think it's 2022, 2023, 2024, and he'll be 27 going into 2026. No, 2025. Maybe you squeeze out a year, that third year, but that'll already have been his 7th or 8th year in the NFL as a running back. Like,
yeah. So we got to look at it from this metric. Derrick Henry's 29 years old, right?
Mhm.
So we go
Derrick
back.
Henry's also built like a fucking alien.
yeah.
We understand that.
One of them Las Vegas aliens.
But the only I know, right? They said some 10-foot aliens landed in the backyard, man. Like, no shit. They got the video and everything.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
That's crazy, bro.
Hey, Jay, I agree with you. He said, my opinion is Jay will assign the tag and we'll pay him about 12 and a half mil for 3 years. What you think? That sounds kind of in the ballpark.
Yeah. See, you got to look at it from this perspective, right? If we're going to operate under the guise that this was the beginning of Josh Jacobs' prime, right? We got to go
Which
back.
It probably was.
We got to go back to Derrick Henry, right? Derrick Henry kind of started really, really bubbling in 2018. He had 1,059 yards. The next year, the 2019 year, was a huge year for him, right? That was 1,540 yards, 16 tutties. I mean, that's the difference, man. Like when you say that Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing 1 year, the difference is when you got a guy like Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry was like damn near MVP candidate running the football. You know what I'm saying? Like he got years where 2,000 yards and 17 touchdowns, 1,500 yards, 16 tutties, 1,000 yards, 12 tutties. Last year, 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns. And then he had a year when he got hurt. He still had 10 touchdowns and 937 yards, and he was off the trajectory that he had. So I don't think that Josh Jacobs at this point really should get paid as much as Derrick Henry. I think he should fall somewhere in the middle with this because with Saquon Barkley is going to be the focal point of their entire offense, where Josh Jacobs has to share that role with a few other players.
I also think Josh Jacobs last year, yes, was the best running back in the NFL. He is not. That does not automatically make him the best running back in the NFL. He is.
That was my previous point.
Yeah, he is. He's not better than Derrick Henry. He's not better than Nick Chubb. And I think I know I'm forgetting someone. Who am I forgetting?
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor had 1 good year, then he just fucking fell off the face of the earth.
But this is the thing, right? Well, we're not looking at this. I brought up a list, you guys, and this is the thing.
What am I forgetting? Oh, Alvin Kamara, but that man's gonna not play. So,
but great running backs, right?
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, there was. I don't know how the fuck I forgot about that.
But most of the time when a guy leads the league in rushing, it's not just a one-time thing. If you look at this, Derrick Henry, he's done it 2 or 3 times. Ezekiel's done it twice.
Ezekiel's also got the ACLs of a fucking 90-year-old.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, Anderson's done it a slew of times. LaDainian, Chris Johnson did it a year or 2. I think Maurice Jones-Drew. But
that's also a different period of football. Maurice Jones-Drew. I think Jacobs leads again 1 year, but I don't think you can just. The thing is, I think he will lead the rushing again, but I just don't know. You just can't pay him a ton of money because that's a lot of money for a team right now. It's like when I go back to the 2019 draft, I think at the time I gave Jacobs like a C grade, because he's a fantastic player. He was a fantastic prospect. But like back in 2019, we were rebuilding, and taking a first-round running back was stupid, even though how talented he was. Now, still rebuilding, trying to get out of the rebuild. But with the defense how it is, paying a halfback is just risky.
It
Like,
is.
it's a tough spot we're in. Like, we're not the Bills right now and can just go out and pay a running back. Though I do say I hope they paid Dalvin Cook. It'd be fire to see him and his brother.
Yeah,
No,
but see, go ahead, Graf. My bad.
no. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
See, the difference between a lot of these other teams and us is we have an offensive minded head coach who doesn't seem to really want to spend big on the defensive side of the football.
No, I think they want to draft.
They want to
which
draft.
I respect that.
So if you're gonna operate under the guides of we're an offensive juggernaut, we're trying to build an offensive juggernaut, you got to have a Josh Jacobs in the building. You know, like you got to have a proven guy. See, the thing about Zamir White that I haven't seen his vision, and I haven't seen him be able to block anybody. And with Britton Brown, you know, Britton Brown is a pretty good prospect. Sincere McCormick is a 5'9" guy. You got to kind of keep Josh Jacobs in the building right now based off of where we are offensively because, you know, you have a new quarterback coming in. You don't know how well he's going to do. And say, for instance, he does go down and you have a rookie quarterback starting. You need a strong running game. And you can't make
I agree.
Let me ask you this, Scout. And we talked about this last night. Are you buying into the hype right now on Hunter Renfrow? I mean, apparently today, you know, Vic and these guys, all the beat writers came out and said that we haven't got one offer for Hunter Renfrow at this point in terms of trading him, right?
Now, go ahead. Sorry.
No. I want to ask you because, you know, I mean, he say, she say, whatever. But where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Like there's not this didn't just come from anywhere. Like you went and got Jacoby Myers, a guy that can play in the slot. Like you said, we have a bunch of guys, Trey Tucker, DeAndre Carter, a slew of guys that can play in the slot. I don't think that we did that, you know, non-deliberately. Like we went out and deliberately did that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
see, the thing is, I don't see a Raiders source just straight up telling, no offense to Vic or to Sean or any of the ones who reported it, you know, I don't see a Raiders source straight up telling them, yeah, we can't fucking trade this guy. And it's just taking his trade debt value all the way down, right? Like you'd lose leverage by saying that.
Yeah.
And given how, like, this front office is, if they want someone to know something, they're going to say the exact fucking opposite of it, and that's that. So I don't think, maybe not the exact opposite, but they're not going to, they don't come out straight and directly say it.
Scout, this is the first time in the year that I've been coming on a podcast at the same time as you that you said exactly, well, no, it happens sometimes. You said exactly what I said yesterday, Scout. Dahmer, we finally agree on something, Dahmer.
Hey, yeah, that's the roommate.
Let's make a truce, man. Oh, that was your roommate. Yeah, whatever happened to Dahmer, bro?
No, he's still my roommate. He's not here because this is my actual house.
Yeah, I know. I can see, man. You're up in the second floor.
He's out eating somebody in Charlotte right now.
That's right. That's right.
No,
he's dining on liver, and I'm not talking about cow's liver.
I think it'll be interesting to see. I don't think they move Renfrow. I think if they were going to move Renfrow, it was going to be before June 1st because it feels stupid to trade him now. I get it. It opens up cap space. It ain't opening up cap space for Josh Jacobs. He already has a $10 million hit that's on the books. His cap hit isn't going up this year. If anything, they structure it to go down. Mm-hmm. If they want to add guys, they can add guys. Colton Miller's got a $17 million cap hit. It can get restructured. There's no point to restructure it unless you want to. And by the time you get closer to the season, you got guys that are taking fucking nothing. They'll take whatever money they can get.
Yeah, the half-eaten sandwich to come and play because
exactly.
Outside.
Is Marcus Peters still an option at this point?
I think the biggest thing with Peters is I don't think he wants to sign yet, right? Like, because Peters was kind of ass last year with the Ravens.
Not kinda. I mean,
he was pretty ass.
Yeah, he didn't play. He really didn't play well.
Yeah, he was really bad. But I think the biggest thing is the Raiders want to keep in touch, and if like you just shit out of luck at corner, you go out and get a guy that could be good, right? Like Peters can be good. He's been great. He can bounce back.
Definitely, especially in a place where he wants to play. I mean,
exactly. Yeah. I just think I don't know.
Look,
I just want to see what they have first because there's no point in adding a guy at this point of the offseason without seeing what you have first. And this corner room, well, it's not great by any means. It's a deep corner room. Like
Yeah.
it's got a bunch of depth. You just need someone to take a step forward. We won't be having fucking shit Desmond Trufant pulled out of the retirement home starting for us again.
If you look at the way they structured this and set this up, you have an ascending player in Nate Hobbs, right? He's ascending. You have a guy last year that you can live with on the roster, and Amik Robertson. You have a young stud that they drafted. You have a guy who has a huge ceiling in Duke Shelley. David Long Jr. is a guy who has started in this league. So you don't have the land.
Sam Webb as well. Another guy that people are hyping up right now. Sam Webb.
So if
You got
you
Tyler
look
Hall,
at
too.
the difference between what's been going on is that we were a very top heavy roster. Right now, you got to respect the depth, and that's pretty much what they're doing. They are leaning on their depth that they've drafted and brought in through free agency, and they want to see how it all works out before they go jump out the window and
Man,
waste
I love that
contract money.
linebacker depth.
Yeah, the linebacker depth. Now that's a whole nother ball of wax. That's the place they need to attack. Corner is not the place.
Hey,
No.
Waste, I didn't even tell you too. So my people in Vegas called me and told me too. It's funny because I like what, real quick, shout out to Diane. Appreciate you, family, for watching us and supporting. Always love. Raider Nation 510. I've heard that Graham really likes Brandon Faison.
Jesus Christ.
Like, bro, I'm hearing that he really, the measurables, he thinks that he can be, one of those guys that can, look, I don't think he's going to be that kind of guy, but I'm just saying, like, I think he really believes in him as being a rotational piece. You know what I mean? From what I think is he loves the addition of Brandon Faison.
Well,
I mean, yeah, they paid him $6 million, which is I think like $2 million per career pick he has.
Yeah, I mean, but and I'm hearing that he's looking pretty good out there right now, and that Graham
It'll be
has,
interesting.
yeah, high hopes for him. But you're right. It's like this. Technically, the cornerback room, name-wise, it's not sexy, right? But we have depth. There's a lot of guys out there that can rotate in and out and get the job done. You know what I mean?
like Duke Shelley.
Oh, I love Duke Shelley.
We're fucked when we play the Chargers, though.
Why you say that?
We got fucking 6'4" Mike Williams, 6'4"
you saw what Amik Robertson did to him.
Quentin Johnson, fucking 6. Okay, yeah, but there's a difference between. All right, say Hobbs gets. I'm just saying, I don't want to see a point this year where we got Duke Shelley, Tyler Hall, and Amik Robertson all on the field. We're screwed.
Brandon Faison.
Oh yeah, we got 1 6'2" corner and 2 5'8" midgets.
Oh my God! Shout out to Sultan. Yeah, man, I'm in the A, brother. I'm in the A right now.
Oh, shout out to Sultan.
Shout out to
Sultan. Shout out to Raider Nation Drinking Club. The great and powerful Thor is in a place to be. Shout out to Thor, man.
our brother. Yeah, and we can't forget the chat, man. Salute to everybody here in the building. 400 deep over here. I do not know how many people are on Wasted.
Let me see. I might have 11 people.
Nah, get out of here. Salute to everybody rocking with us, though. Shout out to JT. I wanted each of you to pick a move you love this year and one you hate.
Oh,
Picks,
like that.
trades, contracts, moves, anything. Peace. Shout out to our resident comedian, JT Douglas, man. Salute to our guy.
Do not mention Carr because it's gonna go crazy.
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
Level rate.
So we're gonna start with Scout.
Oh, all right. Love. It's just sad that my first thought was signing Drake Thomas as an undrafted free agent.
I loved it. I'm kind of heard about him yet.
Honestly, I'm going with Love. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Austin Hooper. It's not the sexiest.
Ooh, I like
but
that.
You're getting a starting caliber tight end. Him and Mayer complement each other so well. And to the guy on Twitter who said we're going to cut Austin Hooper, you're a fucking idiot.
You're going to cut OJ if anything. He's out of here.
Who on Twitter said that?
Some dude was like, all right,
He's a fucking scrub.
I was talking about Mayer, and then he said Mayer's best ceiling is Austin Hooper, who then we're going to cut. And it was just fucking confusing. But Hooper and Mayer, strong tight end both. I think you upgrade the room from last year, as crazy as that sounds. And then hate.
I hated the Brandon Parker pickup.
I hate the fact that Alex Bars got re-signed. I get it. He's a good backup center, good backup guard, but I'm actually kind of fucking scared because he was the starter last year, and you don't re-sign a guy and tell him, yeah, you're not going to start anymore.
Bars.
Well, I get it. Hey, he's a Notre Dame guy, but Jesus, he sucks.
Well, look, you got 3 Notre Dame guys on this screen that all agree there was no reason Alex Barr should be back here.
He's a backup center. I mean, if he was like center 2, guard 4, I'm cool with that.
Oh, you know what? I'm lying, Scout. Wasted has Alex Barr starting.
Jesus. I would rather take OJ Howard and throw him at right guard.
You see how motherfuckers get quiet when Faskett start throwing around, right?
Please tell me you don't have Alex Barr starting.
Wasted. Oh, here we go.
Shit.
I can tell you that I had Alex Barr starting, but I had Thea Mumford playing right guard. But Graphk,
Where the fuck was Barr starting? Center?
I changed my mind. But I would like to say that Graphic Raider is a baby back bitch for doing that.
Yo, Bane was in the building. Shout out to Bane. All right, so Scout says he hated the Alex Barr's pickup, loved the Austin Hooper's pickup. I love that. So Wasted on you, brother. Love, hate, picks, trades, whatever, contracts.
I loved getting rid of Derek Carr.
Shit.
Hey, well,
Loved it.
It had to be somebody.
Get him out of here.
Okay.
Get F out of here.
Look.
All right, moving on.
I love the Duke Shelley pickup. I thought that was phenomenal.
Oh shit! How did I forget about him?
I think that to me was a steal. I hated Brandon Parker. To be honest with you, I understand. I know that's your guy, Scout. I know you guys are cool and shit. Like, I don't hate Brandon Parker. I like the being. I hate the football player. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't understand why you have him back. And I get it. You can move him into to guard, to right tackle, left tackle, which he looked terrible at left tackle too. Like you got Mumford out there. You got a bunch of guys that traded for Haran last year. Like why is Brandon Parker back? I don't understand. Why is he here?
Why? I remember we signed Duke Shelley. I was walking into one of my classes that had no service, and it has service. It just takes a fucking year and a half, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And then I looked at his PFF. Granted, that means nothing. And I was like, shit, all right, he might actually be kind of decent. And then I go home, I get back. I was like, why? I turned on Vikings games. I was like, damn, this short ass corner is actually kind of good. And I was like, oh wait, shit, that's Shelley. I mean, as you said earlier, half of our defense is who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah. But you know what, though? This is one pickup right here that we haven't talked about. And I'll say this. This is either going to be a love or a hate pickup.
Marcus Epps.
Robert Spillane.
All right. Shit. Our two biggest defensive signings.
Coming back to me with the move that I hate. That's the move that I hate. Signing Robert Spillane. Thank you,
Wait,
man.
what's wrong with Robert Spillane other than the fact that
slow? He's a fucking scrub.
Hey, listen. Robert Spillane or Darian Butler? Which one?
Darian
Butler.
High stakes Butler.
Yo, at least Robert Spillane can recover a fucking fumble.
Whoa, easy. Don't go easy on Darian, man. He's a friend of the room. He's a friend of the show. Get the
I gotta go friend on Darian Butler, but you got Graphk and you out here just fucking ripping Brandon Parker with a new tricep.
Yo, he's fucking stupid. Shout out to JT. Love DC. Gone, hate Jacobs situation. I understand that. I think everybody hates the Josh Jacobs situation because everybody knows that he deserves a contract, but also you have to look at it with your GM with mind and be like, do you want to pay him that kind of money? It's a fucked up situation all across the board. I told Graphk my biggest fear for 2023 is he should remember what's your single biggest fear next year, guys.
We somehow.
My single biggest fear is that the Saints make the Super Bowl and the Raiders are winless.
Shit. At that point, I might just stop watching football.
I'm afraid that Jimmy catches herpes and misses 8 weeks because of it.
Jesus,
That's mad specific, bro.
Those are terrifying.
Yeah, like an insane kind of herpes, like a
Like
fucking,
mutant herpes.
like a hillfire, like type.
Jesus.
It just literally corrupts his whole lower half of his body.
I'll answer that question. I have one question for someone in the comments. Cut Andre James, keep Renfro.
We know he's white.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing. Cut Andre James, keep Renfro, sign Peters and Van Noy. I like Peters. All right, sign him later. I like shit.
Yeah, you seen it coming. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like Van Noy. Sign him later. Why the flying, twirling, spinning fuck would you cut Andre James at this point in the offseason?
No, it's too late in the game.
You move Parham to center, and now we are starting Alex Barr. Like right now, there is the opportunity that Nate Moody, Greg Van Rotten, or McClendon Curtis, and his name is backwards and it pisses me off, could be starting at guard. If you cut James, we are starting Alex Bars, and at that point, then Jimmy G will get herpes, and he will fucking break both of his legs. Jimmy G will get herpes just so he doesn't have to play behind that O-line.
Let me say this. This late in the game, they would be crazy to get rid of this starting center. It's not going to happen.
Unless you have like a guaranteed fucking upgrade in line.
Well, you're moving at that point. You're moving Parham to center. You're moving Moody to the left side, and then you have McClendon Curtis, a UDFA start on the right side.
Shit.
There's so much. It's so much change. There's no way in hell that.
Biggest fear, honestly, is that
somebody say herpes, man.
Biggest fear is that Devontae gets hurt week 1.
Who?
Devontae.
Well, why'd you got to bring that up, man?
I just said you said biggest fear.
Knock on wood, man. Knock on wood if you're with me right now, man.
I ain't with you. I'm just knocking on wood. So that shit.
Hey, man, I just want to ask you a question, man. You guys brought some herpes, man. Let me tell you something, man. Back in the 70s, man, when they used to listen.
Hey, you didn't get any in New Orleans, did you?
Hey, man, I've had a wiki case of herpes since 1977, man. I'll tell you what, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I got a lot of rotten ass out in the Pacific Northwest, man.
Again, called your play calling.
Yes, man, the same thing, man. Hey, Raiders.Scout, man. Let me ask you a question, man. Have you ever thought about growing some fucking facial hair, man? A fucking Roblox character, man. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, man.
Yo,
I was gonna roast by fucking.
Hey guys, listen. Hey, I'm just joking, man. I never had herpes, guys. I never got laid in my life. You guys have a good day. Deuce is adopted.
he said Deuce is adopted.
It would make sense.
Yo, he's stupid, man. Hey.
Yo, hold up. I'm just looking at the depth chart right now. Why the fuck is Brandon Bolden listed as the second string running back? That
Bolden even here?
I will shoot. Fact.
Oh my God. Like, bro, this dude.
Wwhy?
Yo, it's like why make another Fast and the Furious movie?
No, look,
why?
listen, bro. Oh yeah, for real.
The one that pissed me off.
I get bringing in a guy to help coach the 1 year, right? You bring him in for 1 year.
Why another year?
Why?
I get it. You're butt buddies, but the thing that pissed me off is when they asked about Drake Thomas, and McDaniels had started going on about how our fucking roster is undrafted. All right, I get it. Brandon Bolden was good when Tom Brady still had a fucking wife. All right, but he's talking about undrafted free agent guys. There were so many other fucking ones on the roster you could have chosen from. Andre James, undrafted tackle, now starting at fucking center. Even fucking Jacoby Myers out here. Who else?
Hey, John. If I put Raider decals on it, I'll probably end up having to pay for it.
There were so many more undrafted free agents you could have chosen. You chose fucking Brandon Bolden.
Bro, but there's so much money you can say. You can go get Kyle Van Noy right now for Brandon Bolden.
Shit, you can probably get Marcus Peters.
Yeah, like what the fuck are we doing, bro?
$2.5 million to Brandon Bolden to be what? RB17?
Yeah. Hey, how are you? What do you feel about the whole, Neil Farrell, man, slimming down and he's looking good out there right now? How you feeling about him?
As long as he got his attitude together, which was, I think, the biggest problem, I think there's potential for him to start at nose tackle. I know Mr. 94-year-old John Jenkins was getting first team reps, but I'm not reading into it too much. I like Nesta Jade Silvera if Neil Farrell doesn't work out. I don't think actually
the attitude. Where did the Neil Farrell attitude come from?
He's kind of like immature, I think.
Okay.
If there's anyone that's on the roster right now that's scared of a spot, it should be Matthew Butler, which is weird because I love Matthew Butler coming out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
But he didn't play much last year. Didn't look good when he did play. I mean, he looked okay, but there's a lot of depth at D tackle. It's no one stands out, but it's in below average room. It's better than last year, which was fucking ass.
Yo, this is fire real quick. Before we get to this 5-1-0, the entire defensive line is fire comment because I love that. JT, the favorite word for lady butt, is it turd cutter, crap canal, or dump spitter? Pick one. I got to go with turd cutter. I like that. That's fire. Crap canal is cold too, though. That is like CC. Oh, you love me, like CC. Like I think that's what the color. Come on, man.
It sounds it's a little too European for me.
The crap canal.
The crap canal sounds like the crap canal would be some canal in like France or something like that.
I like. You know what? CC. I'm going with the C. You know what? I'm changing it from turd cutter to crap canal.
I just like lady butt.
He said, "I just like lady butt." There we go. I like that. I like this. Shout out to JT, man. He's stupid. Big Mike says, "I'm going with dump spitter." Mario says, "Fart."
Big Mike, man.
Shout out to Ryan says, "Salute, Scout. Salute, Scout." We're having some fun tonight, you guys. We're not going to keep Scout on for long because we're on the East Coast. It's 11 o'clock. But get your questions in. Let's have some fun real quick.
Nice answer. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah. Get your questions in, you guys. Let's have some fun, man. I want to ask you this.
You guys want to see me drink out of a boot?
Yes.
You want to see me drink? I'll go get a rusty boot. Telling you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Graph. Let me tell you something, man. I'll go get a boot. We'll go get some liquor. We can turn this thing out, man. What's up?
Y'all not ready for that?
That's good.
I'm about that life, bro. For real. Hey, let me ask you this now, Scout. Not the shit that we're hearing thus far, right? It's all smoke. The helmets, the pads. I mean, the pads at this point, right? Surprise cuts at this point.
Surprise cuts. All right, I got a couple. Fucking, let's see. DeAndre Carter. As sad as that would be.
Shot. I'm gonna pull a Mitch real quick before you do that, Scout.
Hey, man. Hey, everybody, man. Do what you guys.
I'm drinking out the whiskey helmet.
Let's go. Yo, if you guys would like to see me show my salami nipples.
Hey, yo. Put it up.
You took a weird ass turn.
Now we fucking around. Go ahead, Scout. I want to hear what you got.
I said, I think DeAndre Carter.
Okay.
That'd be sad, though.
I don't think that'd be a surprise.
I think it would be a slight surprise. I like DeAndre Carter, though, so I really hope he doesn't get cut.
Yeah, me too.
That man has had holy shit. I just clicked on his page to see, like, it shows all his transactions. God damn.
Pause.
Yo, somebody just said a wiener wiggler. Yo, the chat, y'all can get paused, too.
The chat's the one that needs it in the first place.
Red Phoenix, you can read the screen, bro. Pause, Red Phoenix. Cut that shit out. You're flagrant. It's dirty work in the streets. Nasty, filthy work right now.
Hey, at this point, is Brandon Bolden a surprise cut?
There's a friend of the show, man. His name is Philip Dorsett. Do you think he makes this roster?
You can see you've put me in a tough spot here, all right? Because I feel like I'm obligated to say yes because you inserted the line "friend of the show."
No, bro. You know how we do. Look, bro, you are our bro.
Nah.
We're gonna keep it a buck, man.
I think maybe, yeah. Because you got, Tay, Myers, Renfro, Tucker are locked in. That's 4. You keep 6. That's 3 of Carter, Dorsett, Cole, and Sims. So I think so. I think if you keep 5, it gets a little bit less likely, though.
Is he the Brandon Bolden of the wide receiver room?
Jesus.
You keep him around.
Yeah. I don't know who else would be. Oh, God, he is, isn't he?
Yep.
Do you think Keelan Cole makes it this year? Caught a crucial touchdown against the Patriots last year.
I wasn't even a touchdown. Let's be real. He's probably. I think he's a practice squad guy. I mean, if you remember last year, they cut him and then signed him to the practice squad, and then he ended up, making it. But what happened? Someone got hurt.
No,
Renfro got hurt, and then they brought up Keelan Cole.
It was slim. It was slim last year.
Shit, everyone got hurt. Yeah, I think Keelan Cole and Turner end up making the practice squad.
Turner's starting, bro.
Yeah, sure he is starting on fucking XFL,
and he's making
XFL team.
I listen. I'm a little loopy. Sorry, don't worry.
No, Turner's gonna make the roster, but
what?
I'm thinking about Tucker. I'm not thinking about DJ Turner.
Jeez.
I'm wrong.
Oh my God, bro!
I'm thinking about Tucker too.
We're on the same wavelength, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I get how you're confused. They're very similar. I think Turner. I was gonna say Turner could start on the XFL roster. DJ Turner could be an All-Pro. In Madden, if you rating boosted him to a 99, maybe.
Shout out to 510. Appreciate you, King. Real quick. Doc's wasted scout. What Raider will have the biggest impact at a different position from what they played last year? Not counting D-Hop at safety.
You playing Madden now? We got like a Harold Carmichael.
I'm gonna say Palomau. I'm gonna say Palomau.
Yeah, I will concur. I would say Palomau or Big Thayer Mumsford, baby, if he can get back on the field.
What would he be doing though?
College. I can see him playing right guard, even though he's enormous at right
Pretty
guard.
sure. I think they tried it there and it didn't go well, but maybe they tried again. I don't know.
I gotta stay on break. Pause myself twice today.
I'm gonna go Bilal Nichols.
Big Bilal's gonna get cut.
No, he isn't.
Bilal Nichols should get cut.
Hey, did you see Bilal Nichols today? That man's fucking jacked for a defensive tackle.
Yeah, but what is that?
Let's pause myself.
What is that going to equate to, though, Scout? Like, little bro, like, go look him up real quick.
2 sacks instead of 1.5.
What was his best year in the NFL when he played in Chicago? Look that up real quick. I want to see because we were so excited about picking up Bilal Nichols, right? I feel
like me saying him instead of a bigger impact. It should be more. I think his presence we felt more because he'll be more stable in the interior D line, but I think pull him out will probably be the bigger player. His best year was 2020 with the Bears. He played majority of his snaps aligned at nose tackle, had 40 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, and 48 pressures.
That's a great year.
In 16 games. And then with 2021 with the Bears, played primarily at 3-4 end, which is 5 tech. Increased his tackles up, had 6 TFLs, 3.5 sacks. So, I mean, it's still not a bad year. No. And last year, plays 3 tech, 1.5 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, 50.
Hey, Scout, now do me a favor. Look at that 2020 defensive line that Chicago had.
Okay, I don't give a shit if he had Khalil Mack and fucking Robert Quinn, okay? We have Chandler Jones, Max Crosby, and Tyree Wilson.
Okay, but that's 3 years ago, bro.
We also have a competent D-line coach now, all right? Let's be real.
Yeah. The big Frank Oakster, he had to go.
Yeah. He had to
Oakster had
I'm
to go.
still confused what Matt Edwards does. All right, he's listed as a pass rush specialist. What the fuck is that?
He knows something too, bro. He has the Brandon Parker call. He has the same video that Brandon Parker has.
They probably just share that shit to everyone. That's what Brandon Bolden got.
He knows something. But I want to say, I think
he doesn't even have a biography. It just says.
What you say?
His biography on the Raiders website is an ad for best dad ever.
That's crazy. So he's like the resident weed man in the Raiders building.
I mean,
hey, what do you think, Scout? Do you think Matthew Butler makes this the 53? Because it's been quiet with him, man. I know he put on some muscle, and Neil slimmed down. But
I think Butler just makes the practice squad.
Okay. So Kuntz is gone, right?
I don't. I don't know. I think Edge comes down to obviously Max, Chandler Jones, and despite all of you that want to cut him for some fucking reason, Tyree Wilson obviously, and then it comes down to three of Jordan Willis, Malcolm Kuntz, or Adam Plant. Willis probably makes it because he's the vet, and then it's Plant or Kuntz.
Yo, shout out to Soul. He said, y'all hating Parker going to start Watts Graph. Yeah, he going to start at left out.
Outside linebacker at this rate.
Don't put that juju in the world, King. What the fuck are you doing, man?
Yo, Soul, you know what? You didn't even say anything pause-worthy, but pause on that.
I like Brendan Parker. That's my guy, but oh shit, if he's starting, that means we just lost our top fucking 3 offensive tackles.
So if you had to pick between in Notre Dame guys, if you had to pick between Tillery and Bilal Nichols, where do you go?
Bilal Nichols, because he actually has a brain when it comes to run defense.
Okay.
You can't lie. Jerry Tillery looks like a fucking lost orphan.
Oh, he don't play the run at all, bro. That part of his game is non-existent.
No, I mean, I think Jerry Tillery would be nice if they actually like rotate him in, which I think the plan is. I think that's why I think Byron Young starts, is because he's kind of similar to Bilal Nichols, has the upside as a pass rusher, the run defender. Obviously, the interior prioritizes run defense. Adam Butler could have a good year if he changes his number from fucking 69. Bro signed in fucking February, and he was like, yeah, of all the numbers that are available, I want fucking 69 at defensive tackle.
Hey, he's about to eat a lot of pussies up this year, man. You know what I mean? Hey, hey, what's wrong with that?
I'll walk into that one.
Scout, wait, hold on. Time out, man. I don't mean to hijack the show. Scout, did you just say you wanted the 69 a nose tackle?
That's not close. Yeah. That's what you said. All I said is he had the choice of any number, and he chose 69.
Scout, you are horny right now, bro. You're a college student. Do better.
Yeah. You want me to just pull up the Alex Leatherwood scouting report?
Don't do that, please. We've read that too many times, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna get arrested for that.
Hey, how do you feel about the Adam Plant pickup, man? You know, with Chandler giving him all the kudos and flowers.
Dude, his dad's absolutely an amazing human being. But, side note, I think Plant can be solid. But I don't know if he makes it over Kuntz this year, for the sheer fact is he was an undrafted free agent, and he has to develop, like, technique-wise. And it's hard for me to see them keeping him, because I feel like he has upside to be a rotational pass rusher. I feel like, obviously, Kuntz does, too. So, I think you keep Kuntz, because Plant ain't getting picked up on waivers, probably. Oh, fuck, the country thickness. Oh, shit, I just realized how that sounded. Fuck.
Back, baby. we got a man in the country right now. Amongst all the country.
We need to keep 57 instead of 53. I wish.
Peace up, A-Town down.
Wait, who the fuck is 57?
What?
So he just said we need to keep 57 instead of 53. I don't know if he's if he's inferring like keep 57 players, which would be physically impossible, or if he's saying to keep Drake Thomas, who's 57, over Kanai Muaga, who's 53. I wholeheartedly agree with that, by the way.
I hate Drake Thomas's name, though.
Why? It's Drake Thomas. I mean, granted, it's like the most southern white name possible.
It just makes me think about the rapper Drake. It's just like
a fire porn name, like Drake Thomas.
Drake Thomas? It is like Zeus Montgomery. Biff Malibu.
Yeah, it's like hey, you checked out Shorty Man with her with Drake Thomas? Like
Zion Williamson.
Be like this.
Yo, hey, John B., I was just about to ask this question. That is crazy that you said that. What's up with the young kid from Nigeria, man? I know he doesn't take up a roster spot, so you know it doesn't really matter. He can be on this roster regardless. I've not heard anything from the young pup out of Nigeria, bro, at all. Like, have you heard anything?
I mean, dude's just a freak fucking athlete that they're teaching how to rush the passer.
Yeah.
So he's not going to do anything this year.
They'll be patient.
I really hope they give him snaps in preseason, because while he probably is not going to win a single fucking one, I feel like it'd be dope just for him, like as a person, to be like, playing in the preseason, first of all. But second of all, like, he's just an insane athlete. I think he ran like a 4.40 or something, like 6'5", 250. Like, I think he's just a freak athlete. The only reason he's here, I would just love to see him actually get kind of, get playtime, just to see, like, maybe dude, if he gets a sack in preseason, then I think, like, we can legit start talking about him too.
Shout out to Matt Edwards. Shout out to Q. He said Matt Edwards is a pass rush specialist. He worked with Harold Landry last year when he broke out for those 10 sacks. Pause if necessary. Harold Landry had like 17.
Yeah, Harold Landry had a ton, got paid, and then tore his ACL, sadly.
Yeah, but no, that's great news. You got a guy like Matt Edwards coming in to help. I love that.
Anyone notice the boring canned answers? I mean, I don't know what they expected this. Like, McDaniels ain't gonna sit up there and be like, "Yeah, so and so fucking sucks." Like, he's not just gonna go up there and throw someone under the fucking bus.
Right.
He also doesn't want. You don't want to hype up to like other players too, because then that divides the locker room between you. Like, if you're giving too much attention to one guy.
Yeah.
So many sports networks and unfortunately Raider fans are so negative on the Raiders that I truly believe that we're going to have a good season this year. I'm manifesting a new start to Raider Nation. And, sir, that is what you will call the Raider Equinox. And that is what is going to happen. I have coined that phrase, and it will be going forward. This is the kicking off point of the Raider Equinox. And last year it was derailed by the fucking hate from Graphk Raider himself, calling it the Equinox. He ruined it, and as soon as he did that, the season fucking went in the toilet.
Hey, but wait, guess what? I changed my name. There's no Docs doesn't exist anymore, man. It's back to the Equinox, brother.
Dude, I'm just happy there's not a safety on the roster I can hate on.
Oh yeah, because Abram, that was just that was.
There are so many Saints fans that are like, this is all. Even the NFL fucking posted. They're like, the Saints big ass pickups this year, and he was like, fucking Derek Carr was on there, Foster Moreau, Colin Saunders, and the last fucking name was Jonathan Abram, and the highlight they showed was him dropping a pick six. How the fuck was he a big pickup?
Yo, I'll be real with you, bro. Scout has hated Jonathan Abrams day one. And
Because he sucks.
I love that you kept that same energy forever, bro. You've never changed with that.
Jonathan Abram is currently listed as the 7th safety on the Saints depth chart behind, granted, his name is amazing, Smoke Monday. Like, come on.
Smoke out of Auburn?
Yeah, dude, the Saints just rebuilding the Raiders. I mean, shit, they even got Brian Edwards out here.
Brian
Edwards down there too. He was installing the offense.
Terrell Brian Edwards Owens.
Jesus.
But you know what's funny?
Hey, bro.
This is the problem. What happens if some of these guys that we had, Baby Gronk and Baby T.O., what happens if they become that down in New Orleans?
I'm gonna be a little bit fucking pissed off.
I will throw up.
Do we also have mini Tom Brady? Because some of our fan base.
AO4.
No, I'm talking about some of our fan base thinks Derek Carr was mini Tom Brady.
Oh,
Yo, no, man, this guy blocked me. Damn.
Scout, are you who you talking about?
All right, there's a guy on Twitter. You see what I posted on my private story? That fucking dumbass. All right, so he said that Cleveland Farrell was not a bust. To then I replied, he was, and then he replied again. He blocked me, so I can't see the tweets because he's a little. Be very careful with my word there. Yeah, like a Wi-Fi type thing. But he
hold that shit, Scout.
he basically was just going off on this shit. Like, I don't know, Wasted just left, or he's about to do his own impersonation.
No, I'm not at all. I'm not at all. I made a mistake and hit the button. I was trying to let you get your thought out. It was a mistake. I was looking for something.
No, wait.
He was looking for my thought.
His Wi-Fi started tripping.
Yeah. But it basically was like I was what was it? I'm a wannabe scout who's untrained. And then he went on this big ass tangent about how I have lied for the last 3 years about working as in recruiting in a college, and he actually sent me DM proof of emailing one of our coaches, to which then I texted that coach and saw the reply they sent him. I'm not going to dive into all that, but it's the funniest shit because he thought he could get a leg up by emailing my boss to see if I actually worked there. And
Hey, bro,
now I'm blocked.
Success breeds hatred, brother.
He also called me a boomer, despite the fact of being 50, and saying that the only reason that he's allowed to talk about football is because he's coached high school offensive lines for the last 30 years, which is incredible. I mean, shout out the guy from 20 years old only coaching high school offensive line.
But his life has passed him by. So, and I think he's mad right now because the young
Yeah.
young
It's
puppy-
the funniest shit. It's always the dudes that have like first name and then a shit ton of last names. I mean, like numbers. Sorry, first name and then like a shit ton of numbers.
Yo, AJ asked you, Scout, are you comfortable starting AO4 if Garoppolo gets hurt?
I mean, Brian Hoyer looks like a 70-year-old out there. Did you see the photo of him? They did not. The cameraman probably got fired for that. Like, they did not do him justice. And then I want to see what O'Connell looks like, because Chase Garbers, man.
Nah, man.
Chase Garbers.
We'll start with that Chase Garbage bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, Chase Garbers. Fuck.
So, you have anything? You have anything on Sincere McCormick, brother?
I'm gonna let you take that because you seem to be the Sincere McCormick truther.
I'll tell you this: he's the GOAT. Simple and plain.
Yeah, sure he is.
Out there balling. Shout out to
No, he's good. He's good. I think he beats Britton Brown. I think he's better than Britton Brown.
He said the Lane Kiffin of YouTube creators. Shout out to Hawk. Let's get Stu number 30. Oh shit, I forgot to hit up bro on this live because my computer crashed. Stu was gonna pop in and run talking shit with us for a little bit. We'll get Stu on another time. I promise you, Rube. I got you.
Stu, Kachu.
No, we had a dope show earlier, man. It was dope, man. When you get A+ Stu, you get A+ Stu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to 11. The NFL Network predicted 49ers to go 3-13, and Jimmy G played a full season and went to the Super Bowl. This year they predicted us as 4-13. Jimmy G has something to prove. People sleep on how good of a quarterback and leader he is when healthy. And I think the Raiders were the best. I said this on the pod earlier with Stu that this was the best situation for him. I think even with him taking even the guarantees being wiped out, if he doesn't pass his physical, where would he have went, Scout? Where would he have went that would have worked for him?
Nowhere.
Also,
by the way, Adam Rank is a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah,
he's the one that does all these stupid. He predicted the Bears to go 12-5.
Yeah,
and this obviously isn't a Bears thing. I feel bad for Bears fans because I know this offseason they had is the exact same fucking one we had when we went out. We signed Trent Brown, Tyrell Williams, Marcus Jordan. We signed here big ass contracts, right?
Corey Littleton.
Tremaine Edmonds I think will be good. I don't think TJ Edwards will be good in that system. And they just fucking dished out money to the most random ass people. Like I can't remember, some Titans D tackle that had 7 sacks this year despite having, and he has a career 9 sacks or something.
Yeah.
They paid him $30 million. Well, who else do they pay? I feel bad for Bears fans because I just don't think it's gonna go the way they think it's gonna go. They paid Nate Davis a shit ton of money.
Scout, can I say something real quick? I don't know if you checked the border at the top of the screen, but it's just the Las Vegas Raiders.
I know.
Network, and it's.
I also was calling Adam Rank a dumbass because he predicted the Bears to go 12-5.
Raider Nation Unlimited, not bum ass Bears Nation. Unlimited.
That's fair. You see the Jags name is a rip off of ours.
Wasted don't like talking about no Bears. Let's get some Raider shit going.
I'm
All
gonna be
right, the
honest,
Jags and Titans ripped off our stadium.
I don't, Scout. I don't like the way Wasted is talking to you right now, bro. And I don't like that you putting up with that shit, bro. Like,
I'm tired.
Yo, listen,
oh, okay, so look, Wasted. Scout's too tired to whoop your ass. That I hear you, bro.
listen. If
That's not a
anybody
good
dreamed
idea.
that they could whip my ass, you both better wake up and apologize. Nobody whipping my ass.
Fuck the Knicks. Shout out to John. Stu early in the day is an A+. Stu late in the day is Rodney Dangerfield of Mount Shilmore. Dude had me rolling. Oh my God. If you guys watched that shit show last night, it was insane. Insane.
I have a question. What undrafted y'all think? What undrafted two-part actually? What undrafted free agent has the best chance to make the roster this year? And what undrafted do you think has the best chance to have the best career, if that makes sense?
Curtis in both.
All right.
What undrafted? Well, yeah, McLean
Has the best chance to make the roster and then have the best career.
Brandon Curtis.
Or one that you think could have a good career. Because I think
Adam Plant Jr., bro.
Ooh.
Adam Plant Jr., man, is a NFL size defensive end.
Yes.
And that's the leg up that I think that he might get, because at the end of the day, right? The end of the day, hey, Graph, did you see the picture I sent you?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Did you see the picture I sent you?
Nah, put up the pause sign. I got my phone. There you go. Pause yourself. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Fuck you guys, man.
Did you see the picture?
Hey, listen, Rob. Let me tell you something. Don't get it fucked up. Yeah, I'm a little bit older and all of that, and yeah, I fell off with my fitness shit. But don't ever get it fucked up. Wasted is not that far out of shape. I work physically every goddamn day, and I am still a motherfucker. I am not throwing my back out. I whip ass. I'm just letting you know, Robert Cisneros. All of the people with the big muscles and all of that bullshit, they don't matter. It'll be.
Hey, real quick. So I
conversation went.
Well, no, Wasted got Adam Plant Jr. I like that. I got McLendon Curtis. Who do you have, Scout? Is it Drake Thomas?
For my own sanity, I'm gonna say no. But
okay.
I could agree. I could agree Adam Plant. I really like Dalton Wagner though. I don't know. I just feel that there's something there.
So he's not the white Bam of this year?
Ah, shit. Nah, well, because unlike Bam, he actually played football. He was. Shit, I think it was like first time SEC or something. First team SEC. Like, I think he could be.
Oh, no. He played at a really high level at Arkansas.
Yeah, I think he could develop into something. Honestly, I think our undrafted rookie class has 2, maybe 3 guys that can contribute to not just the Raiders, but an NFL team at some point in their career.
Got Dalton Wagner, a guy that to me is going to be on the practice squad this year.
Same.
Have guys that can be on the active roster.
I think Thomas Curtis, and maybe Plant. I think those are the top 3 that could make the roster. I mean, unless a tackle gets hurt, that's when I think Wagner could sneak in.
Yeah, I
wouldn't let about him is the bend though, right? Scott, what did you see with him?
What did I say?
With him, man? They talked about Dalton Wagner's bend.
What the fuck, Wasted?
What?
Yeah, don't show that. He threw the alley-oop. He threw the alley-oop birthday.
No.
I'm not going to.
Don't show it.
He just had a selfie of himself, you know.
People are calling me and shit right now. It's fucking
shit.
Mikey, I love you, bro. I know you're calling. I'm using my phone right now, so I can't answer your call.
Shit, what am I gonna say? Oh yeah, I got an Instagram.
Hey, no, he was asking, how do you feel about Adam Plant's bend?
Oh, I thought he said Wagner's kick stack.
Oh,
okay. So the knocks I had against Wagner were foot quickness, inconsistent kick slide, hand placements inconsistent, heavy feet, too heavy over his knees. He keeps too much of his weight in front of him.
Yeah.
And he kind of just gets lost in stunts sometimes, but a lot of it's like coaching stuff.
Yeah.
And then Plant,
Carmen Brasillo can work around that.
yeah, Plant. I said has to add weight. I think he's only like 240 pounds. Easily was pushed around. That's adding weight. Gets caught in traffic. That's adding weight. Knocked by guards. Needs to add weight, basically. Weak core. Has to get stronger.
Wait, I thought Adam Plant was like 250, 260.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's 255, but it is not like a muscular 255. It's like
Like an Arden Key kind of build.
it's like Max Crosby coming out of
Eastern
like
Michigan.
right now. I would say he is. I'm not saying his career is going to be anywhere close to Crosby.
Yeah.
But coming out of athletically, they're not similar. But he's got some raw pass rush traits. He's just weak and skinny. He's like a well built 250, but he's not a strong 250, similar to what Crosby was.
But that'll come. Why?
Yeah, he'll add weight.
Yeah.
Lower body weight, core weight, upper body weight. That was really the big things. His bend's decent. He really relies on it because he doesn't have the power. The biggest knock is the competition level. Like I know I speak about like people. I just read the same one that you left at.
Yo, motherfucker!
People
Shout out
talking.
to our resident prison inmate.
People dogging on like talent competition, but dude just didn't look great versus top talent. Like Joel abused that man.
Disgusting.
Joel.
Disgusting.
He's back.
McClendon Curtis will be an NFL starting offensive guard, though.
There we go. That's all I wanted to hear from you, bro. That's it.
He just needs to. I don't know what did I say. I swear I started nitpicking about McClendon Curtis or some shit.
No, one day you kind of went on a tangent about him, and I forgot what it was, and I was
slow
like,
feet. I said okay. So I said he's slow feet, loses balance, inconsistent hand placement, gives up balance, plays with pads too high, which is giving up balance, locks his knee, gives up balance. A lot of it is just kind of the technical stuff, so he's not playing flat-footed. But, like, shit, he does everything good. Strong, fast,
That's what she
high
said.
instinct.
And pause.
Jesus.
Yo,
There's no way Adam
Scout,
Plant is 263.
Consistent hand placement.
Jesus.
Yo, hey, we gotta stop playing the pause game. Even that shit is hilarious.
There's no way.
Hey,
Adam Plant's 260?
Yeah, that's where the Raiders had him at, like 263.
All right, I guess I stand corrected then. Maybe he's a lot stronger. Maybe he added a shit ton of muscle between UNLV and now. It's been a year, basically.
We had him on the show the other day, man. He sounded like he was ready to go.
If he's 260, 265, like I thought he was 250. I thought he needed to get to like 265 because he can't get too heavy because then he loses the bend.
Yeah.
He's a guy that I have really making an impact this year because they like those rangy defensive ends, man. They love that.
I think they could bump him up though to like 280 and then play him in a clear role because I think he can handle that, like bouncing back and forth between the interior. Yeah,
I can see that.
You know, when you talk about bumping somebody up, right? What do you see? What do you see for Malcolm Kuntz? Because nobody has really spoke about him.
Not where I expected that to go. Jeez.
Shannon Sharp would bitch slap Skip. I'm sure he would.
That's random, but all right.
That's mad random, bro. Like Viva the people in the Paul.
Do you think Chandler Jones' weight loss is going to benefit him, Scout?
Yeah, I think it's like up till last year. I don't remember what it was exactly, but he played like 3 straight years at 250 and had like over 11 sacks, and then he gets to 265, sucks, and drops back down. Yeah. I think he got hurt. I think he didn't get hurt in the offseason. He was recovering from something that made him add weight, and I just don't think he could cut it down by the time. Or the Raiders wanted him to be 260, which is also possible. But I think him 250 allows him to keep the explosion because he kind of looked slow.
No, he did.
First.
But
He did not look like Chandler Jones. And I get it because, like, people were saying his sack numbers from the year before, he had 10, but 5 came in one game. He still looked explosive off the line. Like, he's
he's
still
not
looked.
he's not setting the edge this year like he did last year, bro, with that being that thin.
No, he's not going to be in for run defense. That's all Tyree Wilson.
There you go. A lot of outside linebackers.
Long ass arms.
So he gonna fill up that stat sheet with sacks this year.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean?
He's gonna be like a third type of guy.
What, third pass rusher? I think he's gonna be outside linebacker.
I mean, all three will be on the field at the same time.
Yeah, I mean,
it feels nice because we got a good top 3 pass rush for once.
Easily. Trying to see. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man.
Yo, Graphk, you gotta pull this one up, man. Senkai Raider. Senkai Grizzly Raider.
Nah. I see that.
I saw that one.
Ain't no motherfucking way, dog. Not the Senkai, man. I'm gonna get a couple more questions, and we're gonna let Scout get up out of here and get some sleep. Can Luke Masterson make a big impact on the defense?
Fuck yeah. Last year, Masterson, he played. I think it was like I looked at this last night. He played 1,200 snaps, I think, roughly at safety, in college. Only like 500 at linebacker, and then last year he makes the switch to full-time linebacker, and his coverage was ass, but most of the time it is for guys that make the transition to safety to linebacker. Like the first year or second year suck, but his run defense was nice.
Yeah.
That man gets up and, like, when he sees an area of the field he wants to be in, he'll be there quick.
Yeah, hey Gio, I think Tyree's gonna be that. He's gonna kick in, he's gonna kick out. I don't think you're gonna see too much of him playing that outside linebacker role. I
just really hope there's a certain scenario, and it's going to happen, where it's Chandler Jones at left, like on the left side, Bilal Nichols rushing over the left guard. Not Matthew Butler, Byron Young rushing over like the center inside shoulder of the right guard, and then Max Crosby rushing the right guard, and Tyree Wilson rushing next to Max Crosby. Like that shit right there, if you get at least 3 or 4 of them win that block,
bro, I like that.
Throwing a random Diablo blitz too.
Hey, do you think Jordan Willis gets a lot of reps this year, Scout?
I do,
yeah. Diablo needs to blitz, man. I expect a lot from Diablo this year.
Yeah, I do too. Somebody asked something real quick. I want to address it. Somebody asked, "What's the difference between an outside linebacker and a defensive end?" And the best way to distinguish those two edge positions is look at how often they drop into passing coverage on passing plays. That's how you kind of distinguish that positional group. You know what I mean? And then which one plays with his hand on the ground and all those kind of things. But that's part of the reason why Chandler Jones had to lose weight, because he's going to be expected to drop into coverage more.
I also think it's kind of dying in the modern NFL. Like, there's a lot of guys where if you cannot rush from 2-point, 3-point, and 4-point, you're not as valued as, like, even Clee Farrell. Like, back then, Clee was a strict 4-point pass rusher. Josh Allen was a strict 2-point pass rusher. Yeah. So I feel like the NFL's changed. Like, Crosby does everything. Tyree Wilson does everything. Chandler, probably at this point in his career, is only like a 2 or a 3-point. He's definitely not a guy with all 4.
You know what's so crazy? I keep forgetting that Tyree Wilson is on this roster because we just haven't
talked about him yet.
Bro, this dude is about to be an absolute monster, bro.
I mean, he's gonna be crazy good.
Yeah, facts. Is Kuntz gone, or is he? I can see him being a special team guy. I mean,
I think he gets traded.
You don't save a lot of money cutting him. I mean, but who's going to trade?
I mean, Buffalo? Shit, someone traded for fucking Trayvon Mullen, bro.
Yeah, that's
true. No knock on Trayvon Mullen.
Maybe the Bills come calling.
All I'm saying is Kuntz he's an athletic guy, has some talent, obviously. It wasn't like we overdrafted him. He was projected to go like 3rd, 4th round. I think someone swings you like a 7th round pick. Maybe it's fucking in 2025 or whatever. But you get value.
I had like that year. I was Malcolm Kuntz.
I know. We know.
Remember that shit.
I think Amik Robertson's another one they watch. Like, if guys beat him out, you probably get 6th, 5th rounder maybe for a Meek.
It's gonna take a lot for people to beat him out because I think this
Yo.
this
I think he's starting. Yeah, I think now he's slated to start.
I think they'd like Amik Robertson, and he deserves.
I see why.
He deserves to get a shot.
He had a good year last year.
He's a dog, bro.
He was. I put his QBRs. I just want to check something so I don't fucking sound like an idiot. But I think Sam Webb's also going to get a shot, and I'm glad he is.
Facts. So RIP to the GOAT, man. Iron Sheik. Facts.
Bubba the Sheik.
Okay, yeah. So last year,
I like that question.
Nick Robertson had a rough weeks 1 through 5. He allowed over 100 QBR in all but one game. And then after that, it was 42, 56, 68. Bad game versus the Colts. 0-39. Bad game versus the Chargers. 60-39. Bad game versus the Patriots. And then it was 68, 58, 84. Like, he has 3-4 good weeks. A shit week. If he can eliminate those shit weeks, or at least knock them down to like maybe 1 to 2 shit weeks a year, not like 4.
But also, Scout, those games where he played bad. If you look back, our starters were pretty much down and out. He was probably he was one of the guys who was forced out there to play against some really good wide receivers. You know,
also, those games that actually, now that I'm looking at it, which games did he do the worst in? All right, so
I'm gonna let Wasted go here in a second. He about to pass out.
Beginning of the year, played mostly slot.
I look sleepy.
Oh shit, that's where. So out of his 3 worst games, 2 came when he played 35 snaps in the slot and 53 snaps in the slot. The other one came when he played 47 outside. But I don't think Amik Robinson's not a slot corner. He just
not at all. I want to answer this question: does Tyree have a higher ceiling than Max? I mean, if you look at measurables, there's not too many people that have come into the National Football League in the last 15 years who have as high of a ceiling as Tyree Wilson.
Yeah.
But is that going to actually transpire? Man, it takes a lot for you to get to the level that Max Crosby's at.
If Tyree Wilson gets you 10 sacks a year.
Yeah. But let's say this. The expectations are higher for Tyree because of how great he played in college and where he was drafted. And Max was a 4th round pick. Not a lot of people expected him to be where he is now. You know what I mean?
I hate that for Tyree too.
But I'm
calling it now. This is the new Howie Long and Greg Townsend.
Bro, please. I hate it for Tyree Wilson though, because if he gets like 6 sacks this year, everyone's gonna call him a bust because he,
they're gonna do the whole
6 sacks. But he's not. I don't think he's gonna be. He's definitely not like Klee. In my opinion, was a guy that should have impacted year 1. Like he was NFL ready year 1. Tyree Wilson, obviously NFL ready, but there's so much more he can get with more consistency. Like I think year 2 is when he fully takes that jump. But I still think he's like 7, 8 sacks as a rookie.
I like that. Shout out to Raider Dan. We appreciate you, brother. Just on the donation, King. That means a lot. We see our brother Stu. He said, "Hello, my guys. Sorry, I haven't been on, but I'm in serious shot NBA 2K." So shout out to our brother. Shout out to our brother Stu, man. I'm trying to get him out here in the next few days for Father's Day, man. We got an event out here with C Wood. So shout out to my brother Stu. Hey, we got to put another Graphk Stu show together this week, bro. That was a phenomenal show earlier this morning, man. With that being said, man, Scout, real quick, bro. Not gonna keep you guys on all night, man. Let everybody know where they can follow you at, brother. And look, we're gonna do this again. You know what I mean? Everybody's been busy and their schedules have been crazy. I'm always talking behind the scenes with Scout, like, little bro, when you're free to get on and on the show and blah blah. But let them know where to follow you, bro, and all that good stuff.
Raiders.Scout on Instagram, and then you'll figure it out from there.
Like a confident ass bitch. Yo, Raiders.Scout.
Raiders.Scout. Everybody follows me.
Hey, if you don't know about the highest rated fucking Instagram page, then get the fuck off the live, son.
Yo, he's like, Raiders.Scout, go fuck yourself. Thank you.
No, I love it, though. Hey, shout out to our little bro, man. Really, 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 really one of the ghosts of this shit, man. If you guys are not following him, man, Raiders.Scout on Instagram. You know what I mean? He's all over Twitter as well. Our brother's putting in a lot of work with the scouting and a lot of shit behind the scenes, you guys. Our guy always puts in the work, man. Salute to our brother, Raiders.Scout. Wasted, man. My brother, love you. Already know, man. We're 2 hours in East Coast time. Now I feel how you guys feel when I'm in Dallas.
Mhm.
And I'm like, man, shut up, man. What, y'all tired? Now, I get it now. So
Yeah, just wait till you're here for like day one of the draft, and that shit goes on till like 1 in the morning.
yeah, it's a little different. But with that being said, man, shout out to the chat. We love y'all. We appreciate you guys on the way out. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, pay your bar tabs, hit that subscribe button on both channels, and also follow our brother, Raiders.Scout, at Raiders.Scout. Salute to everybody in the chat. We put this record on. You already know what time it is. We out.
This is not a test. This is an emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.